Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Cup of tea time. Hope you're all doing well. Gonna have a cup of tea with old little Pooh Bear here. Oh, there he is there. People would say to me, why have you got Winnie the Pooh Bear? And I thought, because this little lad here, he means something to me. I bought him well over a year or so ago when me and the lad went down. We had a day trip down to London, down to just for a day out. We went to the Disney store, and I bought Winnie the Pooh because I love Winnie the Pooh, really do. I went down there a few months ago and they had a Dumbo which I really wanted to buy, but I didn't. Maybe next time we go, I'll try and pick that up because I love Dumbo. I do love Disney. I will bring some Disney to my channel at some point. I know it's crazy, right? I'm a huge horror fan, but I do love Disney films. I just think they're really cool. Not the modern ones, but the old classics, you know, Jungle Book and that sort of stuff. So yeah, so that's why Pooh Bear's there. So he's there because he's like, reminds me of my little lad there. Oh yeah, doing an unboxing today. An Amazon delivery arrived. It's new release week, and it's been a few new releases out this week of horror films. So I thought, well, I'm going to pick a couple up because there's some that I'm really interested in. I thought, oh, that might be really, really cool. So just give me a minute, guys. Just trying to open my box. So I just thought, well, I'll pick it up. I'm not sure if I like these sort of things because they always break off, don't they? Here we go. There we go. And I thought, well, I'll pick these new films out. They're out this week. And I've ended up picking up about 3 or 4 films. That's really, really cool. One of them, you probably know I was going to pick up anyway. And we'll look at that one first. Because I did a little mini review on my channel of this film when it came out in the cinema. And I classed it as a masterpiece. Because I thought it was absolutely incredible, amazing film, and I gave it like a 10 out of 10 on cinema viewing. But it finally got a release this week, and I picked it up in 4K, and it's Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. Yeah, it's the remake of or the retelling. I don't look at it as a remake, I look at it as a retelling of the Nosferatu, which is, I believe, the European, or it could be possibly be German retelling of Bram Stoker's Dracula. And this was the one that came out in the cinema at the beginning of the year, I believe. It came out here in the UK like the 31st of December or the 1st of January. And me and the lad went to see it at the cinema, and we were blown away. And I picked up the 4K. Reason why? Because I loved it and it looked amazing. So it's going to be stunning. And it's got 2 editions on here. It's got the extended cut. So it's got 2 editions of the film. So that's really, really cool. Includes extended cut and theatrical cut. The only letdown, because it's a 4K, is special features. It's got deleted scenes, Nosferatu, a modern masterpiece, and feature commentary. That's it. This is why when I said to the lad, I was absolutely gutted that it wasn't someone like Second Sight picking this up. Could you imagine them doing this as a collector's edition? Wow. I'd be on it. And you know you would be too, horror hands, if you see this video. That would be fantastic if that was done as a collector's edition. But unfortunately, it's a generic release by Universal. And there it is. Nosferatu came out this week. I will give a review, but I'll probably review the extended cut. So that'd be pretty cool. So what else did Noodle pick up? And I picked up a British horror film that came out this week. I think it's previously been on Shudder, and it stars Nick Frost, and it's called A Black Cab. So this is kind of a little blind buy to me because I've not seen it, but I've seen some trailers and I've watched a few sort of people talking about the film, and it's really interested me. It's about this taxi driver in London, based in London. Nick Frost plays a taxi driver, and it's about this woman that he comes in contact with, and there's some sort of history behind him, and it takes him down a sort of supernatural path. I believe he sort of kidnaps her and a male and tortures them and stuff, but it ultimately goes down a sort of more of a supernatural sort of angle, but I thought, yeah, do you know what? That would be interesting because, and it's a British horror. I do everything to support British horror. Being British, I will support it till the day I die, and I will always try and pick up a new release if I think it's going to be good. It's supposed to be quite. It says edgy and disturbing. Nick Frost is diabolical, so yeah, it could be good. It's a tense ride. A lot of horror fans will enjoy. Okay, destination viewing. So it's got a few sort of positive reviews from press and stuff like that. So we'll give that a view and a review on my channel. And also this week, 88 Films released two, not one, but two more for their slasher collection. The slasher classic collection. And I don't normally buy them very often, but I bought them both this time round. I just thought, do you know what? They both look quite appealing. And I did. One is a horror spoof comedy called Wacko. I've never seen this. I believe this was released in 1982. At last, a motion picture made by, for, and about people just like you. That's what it says there. And it's sort of like, I believe, a sort of comedy horror. Sort of, well, it's going to be horror because it's a slasher. So yeah, it looks quite. It could be quite funny looking at the back. I believe there's quite a few stars in this film. Let's have a little look, see if I can read anything. Yeah, can't really read too much on it because it's like really sort of a weird type of writing. And again, you know what I'm like, I didn't bring my glasses up with me. I don't think. But this is like a comedy spoof. I think I have got my glasses right behind me. Excuse me, guys. So who's in this? We have, is it Joe Don Baker, Stella Stevens, George Kennedy, fantastic, Julia Duffy, Scott, Scott McGinnis, and Elizabeth Day. So there is quite a few people in there that I sort of recognise. And special features on this, it's got a restoration from the original negative to high definition Blu-ray, audio commentary, trailers, and a booklet and reversible sleeve. So not, again, it's not packed with special features, but this is the first release of it. So it comes with the slipcase. Number 56, is that? Yep. Number 56 in their range. I must do a top 10 of my 88 film slasher classic collection, which my favourite ones are. So I'll watch these first in case any of these make it. So I got that. And the last but not least one I got was a film called Incubus. Now there's been two films released lately called Incubus. One on Arrow Film and this one, which isn't the same film. This is a 1981 slasher film. And it's based upon, I think, this little small town in New England. There's like a killer going about, and it's like they're investigating, looking for this sort of killer. But again, I've seen the trailers and it looked really quite promising and pretty cool, and I do love that artwork. That would be a magnificent. I'll tell you what, that would be a magnificent tattoo, especially if you're a massive fan of the film. But that would be a great tattoo, right? That would be really cool. But yeah, that would be a great poster on the wall. This doesn't come with a poster, I don't believe. Let's have a look. It's starring John Cassavetes, John Ireland, Kerry Keane, Helen Hughes, Erin Noble, Duncan McIntosh, and Harvey Atkins. Special features on this one: high definition again. It's got a trailer and reversible sleeve. It doesn't say if it's got a booklet, so it doesn't sound like this one comes with a booklet. But we will have a little look while we're here on air. Sometimes they don't put it on there; they tend to forget. So it comes with the And again, they seem to have got rid of the red cases and now gone for the black. And it does have a booklet. That's pretty cool. So it comes with a booklet, reversible sleeve. Yeah, the reversible sleeve looks quite interesting. Let me just, so that's the sleeve it comes with, which is also the slipcase. I'm going to switch it around for the reversible, because I quite like the reversible one, because it's already in a slipcase. Okay. There. That's pretty cool. The Incubus. I think that's the difference between the two films. This one's called The Incubus and the other one's called Incubus. And that's the rear of it. So it's like a pretty cool. That's quite nice. The dreams, the nightmares, the desires, the fears, the mystery, the revelation, the warning. He is the destroyer. We'll soon find out, will we? So we will review this on my channel too. So we've got a few things coming up. I must do a slasher week on my channel. It's been a while, isn't it, since I've done like a slasher week of reviews. And you know what I'm like. I do like a slasher. I do prefer the Italian films, slasher films. I think they're a bit better. And the Spanish ones, you know, like Pieces and films like that. I love those. New York Ripper. Huge. Love the Italian ones. And I think that's why I'm probably a massive Giallo fan. But yeah, we will look at those this week. So I picked up some good bits, haven't I, guys, this week? So, as you saw the other day, I did the 101 film unboxing. I picked up Mean Creek and Man Bites Dog. So I picked up Nosferatu on 4K. I've picked up Black Cab on Blu-ray. And on Blu-ray, I picked up two from the Slasher collection, Wacko and the Incubus. So that's pretty cool. A pretty good week for me, eh? I go weeks and weeks sometimes without new films, and to be honest, with my watch pile, I shouldn't really be buying anymore, because my watch pile's like 4 piles like high, like they're all like that big, and they're all full of films I've still got to get around to watch. And the blue thing behind me is My Pet Monster. This is original 1980s toy, way back from childhood. I've still got the little man here. Yeah, still love this guy. I've had him since I was a young lad. Same with this one here. This is my Boglin. Oh, he's another fantastic 1980s throwback. And he's lovely. Anyway, aren't you, mate? He does move his eyes, if you can see him. But yeah, he's like a puppet sort of thing. Really cool, really creepy. Yeah, so that's my Boglin from the 80s. His box has got a little bit torn there, but I've had this since the 80s. You know, like My Pet Monster. I won't get rid of these because these are important to me. They did do a re-release of some of the Boglins. They were popular for a while. You can get him out, but I like him in the cage. Yeah, so that's what you'll see up there quite a bit. Is me Boglin. He's keeping an eye on things. Yeah, anyway, I'm waffling. Anyway, guys, hope you like those pickups, and I'll see you soon.